everybody, welcome back to my video, and today we will be talking about some conspiracies about 9/11. So you all know 9/11 was the world's worst terrorist attack, you would call it. First, people thought it was an accident, but when the second plane came, everyone knew that it was not. They were being under attack. Now, you may think that your teachers are talking about they're going to New York, right? Wrong. They were going to California. That's where their plan was. But they were crashing into New York. They were crashing in the Twin Towers. And then back in, in California, the people on the plane took over the plane and wrecked it, so they wouldn't be in a terrible attack. So, yes. You know, there was, 4 planes. Was there 3? So one hit the first tower, the other one hit the second tower, third one hit into a field in California, and there's 4 that hit into the Pentagon, which was the place where they land all their stuff in the army. So you may hear that there was bombs and guns and missiles on the planes. There was not. The only thing that made those towers blow up that day was they were full of fuel, and it hit so hard that it exploded the plane and that Twin Towers. No, it would go smoldering down to every level until 2 or 3 hours after the terrorist attack. After that, the Twin Towers, sadly, fell down. Now today they call that Ground Zero because it fell. Now the person who was behind this all was Osama bin Laden. Osama bin Laden was a person who in this village in, Russia. And in Russia, there was where the village was. Now, he's in a group. I can't really tell you what the group name was because I forgot. But the group, the people they were mean. They were Westerns. The people, I think they were Muslims. The people who didn't want the Westerns in. So Osama bin Laden decides to go to that group and then help it. Now the government in the Russia thing and the Muslim crap, he went against Osama bin Laden. And yeah, Osama bin Laden planned this whole thing for every little thing that happened. But he didn't mean to hit it for the Twin Towers and all that crap in Washington, D.C. He meant it for all to hit in California. But somehow they were stupid enough to manage to getting to the Twin Towers and into this cornfield and stuff like that. So that's what happened on that day, and if you look on YouTube, you can see the video, the actual planes hitting into them. I watched a documentary, I forgot, I don't know. But anyways, I seen that, and there was this artist on the news. Then all of a sudden the commercials go off. It was over with. And then, it said breaking news. They were talking about what happened just now. A plane just now crashed into the World Trade Center. Oh my God. So if you don't know what a World Trade Center is, it's a place where people all across the country, all over the world, comes to this place and does interviews, try to get job interviews. They were the 2 most biggest towers in New York. This was the thing. And sadly they went down into Ground Zero. So yeah, that was what happened there. But it's sad how that happened. And on the news, let's get back to the news. Actually, on the news, they caught one of the planes, like, circling around it and then hitting into the building, like, bah! Like that. That was a little loud, but anyways. They were like that. For all these people who were against this, they are terrible. Who would be this responsible? Who would be this stupid enough to do this? Osama bin Laden and his group. That's how all this crap happened. If he didn't join that group, the Twin Towers would probably still be here till this day. Now that is why we celebrate September 9, the 9th of the month of September 2001. So that's another thing, aka 9/11. And you may think, oh, wow, 911 and 9/11 is the same thing. How is it the same thing when 911 is a phone number to the emergency and the police, and 9/11 is September 2001? I don't see no comparison there. I don't see no thing that they're the exact same thing. Well, I see there was differences. Months and a number does not combine together. It's like, no, you're wrong. So what I have right here in my book bag, I have actually the passage to this story, and I can tell you more. Let's discard it. So the reason why I wasn't doing any videos is because I've been pretty packed with school, and I just didn't have time to do this. Well, now I do. So today I'm turning into a conspiracy theorist, and this is how it's going to go. So I'm going to show you the passage, and this is how it's going to go. So it says right here on the first paragraph, don't mind if I read it. I'm probably going to board you out, but if you want to hear it, just stay here. Hijackers rammed jetliners into New York Strait World Trade Centers yesterday, toppling both in a storm of ash, glass, smoke, and leaping victims. Let me pause right there. I'm sorry that I'm doing this, but people, when this place caught on fire, either way, you're going to die from a partial death or falling to your death. You're either going to burn to death or you're just going to jump from that tower and then kill yourself. So how is that supposed to happen? How stupid can you be to jump off a freaking, I don't know, 2.3 billion feet thing? Yeah. Gives me the chills, don't it, you? From my body armor. Let's get right to it. While a third jetliner crashed into the Pentagon in Washington, D.C., Virginia. I think there was one in Virginia also. There was no official count to President Bush said thousands had perished. Okay, let me stop there again. People has been writing like little sayings and like little mottos and stuff saying, Bush did it, 9/11. No, he didn't. How could Bush do it when it says right in here, he was reading books to little children? Osama bin Laden had nothing to do, well, yeah, but I meant George Bush had nothing to do with Osama bin Laden doing all this crap. So how could have he did it? We don't know. But Osama bin Laden did all this. George Bush was reading books to children at schools. So how could he do this? Was he like, fire the jets while I'm reading books to little children, green eggs and ham, da-da-da. Anyways, and in immediate aftermath, the calamity was already being ranked the worst, most audacious, terror attack in American history. So right there, that tells you that was the world's most dangerous terrorist attack in the whole world. I think it says right here. American history. People, the attack seemed carefully coordinated. That means that at first, they thought it was all just, it was an accident, it ain't too bad. When that second plane hit, they knew that they were under attack. So now the next one that this happens, they're ready. They're not putting up with crap no more. They are going to take them down, and Osama bin Laden's group, if they're still alive, I think Osama bin Laden, he was hung or shot, or no, Americans came to his place, wherever the heck he was hiding, and killed him. The Americans came to him and shot him to death, I think, is how it happened. So right here it says, the hijacked planes were all en route to California. See, right there it tells you, California. They were trying to go to California, but they did not make it to California. Probably like one plane made it, but there's supposed to be 3 more ahead of them. Yeah, that's how it went. It was early in the morning at 8:48. So at first it was just an early morning. People were still coming to school. They were like, oh, another boring day or whatever. Was this Friday? I can't remember. Hold on. September 12th. So it was on a Wednesday this happened. And that Wednesday they were like, oh, another boring day of stupid school. Oh, another boring day of stupid work. Well, little did they know, 2 jets planned to crash into the Twin Towers. Now, people like little children, like babies, toddlers, like teenagers, even grown-ups, have their own children, lost their mom and dad or their ancestors over this dirty attack. Now, I don't know what they were thinking, but they were thinking wrong. So now I don't know what to do. That was like the most stupidest thing that could ever happen. So, yeah, that's what happened on the 9/11 attack. Thank you. Have a good day.